All right. Yes, here we go. Bingo. Rocking and rolling. Everything is working. Let's grab all of our friends. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Great to see you all here. Another beautiful day in OFA. We have Q4 starting. Well, Q4 has been here, but it's December. It's December, and people are ready to spend money. We have our wallets out. We've all set up our Apple Pay. We've all set up our PayPals so we can go spend money. As a business owner, this is Super Bowl month. This is where sales happen. If you're an e-com, many businesses really make all their revenues that they're actually sustaining on in Q4. If you're an expert, you've already seen all the Black Friday deals that came out this past weekend from expert-type businesses. And as we finish up the year, there's going to be a big push for, hey, did you get all your write-offs in this year? If you didn't hit your write-off limit, get my course today and make sure to write off everything in your business. So amazing things happening in December. It is time to get after it, and I'm excited to be with you here today so we can get after it. I'm excited to answer any questions you guys might be having about the challenge or the days, the actual things you're doing every single day to get to that finish line. Any questions you have whatsoever, I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to answer those. So if you have a question, please make sure to just raise your hand. Excuse me. In Zoom, at the very bottom, you'll see a little heart, and that says react. If you want to raise your hand, many people join these sessions. They want to learn. They want to observe. They want to see the questions their colleagues are asking and use those questions to level themselves up. And that's acceptable. That's great. That's fine. So you might not have a question. If you don't, just hang out. Enjoy, observe, watch, take notes, learn. If you do have a question, at the very bottom of Zoom is a little heart that says react. If you click that heart, you'll then see a little button that says raise hand. Yeah, Remix, you got it. You'll see a little button that says raise hand. If you click that button, it will raise your hand, get you added to the list. We're going to get right into it this morning, and we're going to start with Orshi. It's got to be 12 o'clock for you tonight. How can I help today?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so grateful because I'm so sleepy. Thank you so much. Okay. It's been a very long Monday. So today is the first day of my launch this month. Um,
Nice.
and I just I have very quick questions today.
Okay.
Not so many. I'm going to share I have to send you a request to share my
Oh,
screen.
that's okay. You're good to go now.
Okay. My first email went out this morning. And this is my workflow. So I think the stats are okay. I'm happy with everything. But I have some people stuck in the pause, which makes no sense to me. Not this pause, the first. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this pause. I
Can
don't
you
understand.
reload your browser, please?
Yeah. The number this morning was 30, now it's 23, and now it stays at 20. It doesn't make any sense because this pause has been, I haven't released it in like 2 or 3 days because I added a conditional path or whatever it's called, like a condition for them to
Good.
go. So I'll just show you to explain. I'm sorry. So I added here, I put two because the first one was working for a
Ah,
second and then it stopped working. So I put another one. But basically, I want them to just skip the previous steps and just come to this part.
yes. Okay, so that goal step, you should have put that goal step at the very end of the email sequence. How this works, the system is always checking for that goal step. So let me just draw so everybody can see here. Oops, come on. There we go. All right, so here on the bottom left, you can see a little quick view of Orshi's entire workflow sequence. You can see from this white bar that we're about halfway through the sequence right now. And she put a goal step about halfway through the sequence. What we really want is that goal step to be at the very bottom of your sequence. And as people are moving through this email sequence, that goal step is always checking for if they met the goal. So let's say for this email sequence, the goal is to get them to go buy your product. If they purchase on email number 1 and your goal step is at the very bottom, it will notice their purchase. They will meet that goal and they will be skipped. They will not receive the rest of these emails. They will skip them and go past to the goal step. Does that make sense? Great. So literally
Yeah.
everything that you just did is right. You just want to move that goal step to the very bottom, the very last step of the workflow.
But what if I don't want them to receive these emails, but I want them to receive the rest of the stuff that I have coming up.
Then you could add the rest of those emails at the very below that goal step, which would essentially probably get you to where you are today, right here, right now, huh?
So
Because like
these people who are stuck are it's just like a technical whatever glitch
I,
or
f-
something going on.
I feel like that's your browser. We can
I
try this.
cleared my cache
You
because you told
did.
me to. Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's try something. Click on your pause step for me.
This one.
Yes, 3 dots and then settings and then release them again.
Okay.
Let's just give this a couple seconds. Yeah, Amanda, it's a good idea. You should be able to hear. You can't hear me now. Okay, reload your browser, please, Orshi.
Okay, so now they're not there. But
And
now they are
they
in the
are on
wrong
the
place
delay.
though.
No, they're in the exact right place as you built the workflow.
But
They
I
were
don't want
on
them to see these emails because these are like questionnaires I was sending when I was prepping for the launch, but like now they're jumping into the launch.
uh okay. I understand what you want. Click that gray circle above send email. Now we want to make a conditional split path. You were really close in what you did by adding a goal. You were so close. But this step right here, a conditional split path. Go ahead and add that.
I tried this and I just couldn't understand what it wanted, so I just gave up.
Okay. Many people do. Let me unring this bell. Click your setup conditions. Click that step. So what we're doing is we're now splitting this email track on a condition. Did they do the thing? Let's set our condition first. Hit that first drop down. And it's going to be purchased product.
They just opted in, but then they opted in after, like, let's say today. That's what I would want, if
Okay,
possible.
so opted in then. You can actually just type out opt, OPT, or opted in on funnel step. You're right there. Great. Second drop down is, that's perfect. And let's choose the correct funnel step. If you know the name, you can also type. And if you don't know the name, we can go find it.
And this will be on, this will happen on this sorry. So I'm split testing, right? So I'm inside one of the workflows of the split test. It'll happen to both of them.
You're I don't think so. We'll go double check. We'll go double check and see. I think you're going to have to do this on both. But this is a conditional split inside of this workflow. So now that we set our condition, you can name this too. At the very top is the name. Let's change this name. And only you see the name. So we just want to, what's the name of this condition? Cool. Great.
There.
Beautiful. Okay. And go ahead and submit that. Okay, so now you have a split in this email sequence. If they meet the condition, they will now go down the yes track. And like your questionnaires that you want only to go out to people who did the thing, you're going to put those questionnaire emails on the yes track because they did the thing and they should receive those emails. Is that correct?
Well, no, they shouldn't because they're too late to the party for the email, for these emails.
Okay, so then those emails would go on the no track.
So I just drag it. No.
That's exactly right. Or you just drag them 3 boxes to the right, left hand side. It's right there. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You just click and hold, drag them over. That's exactly right.
Okay. Okay.
So now you've split this workflow. And if they do the thing, they go down the yes track. If they don't do the thing, they go down the no track. And you can send the right emails to the right people based on what they've done. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. Amazing.
Great.
Thank you. Okay.
Absolutely.
Um, Part of this question is that if people are opting in now, even though like I'm in the launch, what should I do? Should I just keep them going with the launch, or should I like start? I usually start like a brand new collection of emails and a new funnel during this time. But I feel like because Christmas is coming up and uh, I'm not planning on doing anything else this year anymore, should I just let them go to the thing? You know, I
Uh,
just
I'm,
don't know
I'm
what to do with the people who sign up now.
with the people who sign up now, and they're signing up for a lead magnet, right? A free opt-in.
Yeah,
So I'm sorry, just remind me. I'm spacing on your business
that's
here.
okay. It's the free mini course, the English mini course. They get 3
Yes.
lessons for free.
Okay. Yes. And you're saying if they don't do? Sorry, just say your question again.
Sorry, so if they come through now, like I'm in the middle of the launch every day, right? There's a new stuff going on.
Yeah.
Should I let them see this, or should I just keep their email for the like coming up launch next year or whatever, and not let them into what's happening? Because like it was a whole sequence that, and they missed half of it already.
What did you tell them on the page when they opted in? Did you tell them that they were
It
going to
says
get?
starting December 1st, they will get the mini course.
Then I would just send it to them. I would just send it and
Okay.
do another launch next month.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. And one last question. I have a digital product that I made, and it's 365 mistakes that people make with English. And it's Dante. And sorry.
That's good.
And who are you talking to? And my question is, when do you think I should? So it's 365 problems
Uh-huh.
that people make with English. Should I'm in the middle of the run. Should I release it now, or should it be like a Christmas gift, or and also push it for New Year's, because it's like it can be a New Year's resolution thing. It's been done. I just don't know when to release it, basically.
I would probably wait until December 14th and I would launch it on December 14th. And then my December 14 to December 31, I would be positioning it as get ahead of your competition. Or no, sorry, this is language. There's not really any competition. I would just position it as like get a leg up on your goals, get ahead of your goals. Get this 365 mistakes, which is all you need for the next year, but get it early. Or you could also do a little urgency and scarcity as like get it free. Or you could also have, here's what we do a lot of times: get these bonuses when you act today. You would have like a bonus that went along with the lead magnet, and that's your urgency and scarcity. They want to opt in before December 1st or before the new year so that they get that extra bonus. Because if we don't have urgency and scarcity, people really don't move. How we get people to move, to take action, to say yes, is that urgency and scarcity. And FOMO is real. FOMO is so real. Do you know what FOMO is?
Of course.
It is so real. So building urgency and scarcity and FOMO into all of our products and lead magnets is definitely something we could do. So if you wanted to, that's how you could build a little more pressure for that December 14 to December 31. Just having a free bonus that people only get when they opt in here today. Then, to be honest,
Okay.
a lot of times we would just leave that bonus on the lead magnet, and when we offer it out to the rest of the people in the next month's launch, you would just be like, hey, make sure to act today to get this bonus at this January 31. It goes away. And you just do that over and over. Does that make sense?
Yes. on the question of scarcity, actually, I do have a question quickly.
Sure.
So every time I do my launch, my scarcity is the fact that only 25 people can sign up for the course at that time, which
Mm.
I think is now limiting me. And I think that people also might think it sells out faster than it actually does. So that's why they don't sign up. So what can I make as a course for it to be like scarcity?
So I would probably just tell you to number one, a free bonus.
Okay.
Even if you use the same free bonus on every single launch, having that free bonus, now people are seeing it like, oh man, I get this thing when I do this. Oh, now I got to get this thing. And it could be simple, right? It could be like, watch this recording of a past client where you had a great breakthrough and they understood how English works, right? Just give them that. Give them some sawdust. Do you know what sawdust means?
Yeah.
Yeah, give them some sawdust that you have laying around. That's your bonus. That's urgency and scarcity. Act now. This bonus goes away at this date and time.
Okay.
Another great one would be for you to just up the number and be like, we only accept 100 students per month into this course, and then having like a little countdown or a little display where it would be like, we would normally just use text for this. I would say something along the lines of, hurry, act now. We only accept 100 students per month into this course. Spots fill up fast. Down below that, I would then have some text that says there are currently 100 red strike through 47 spots available, right? So it would show like, I only accept 100 people. 100 is slashed through and it shows the actual number.
Okay.
And
Okay.
in 2025 and 2026, what we would really probably do is we would have ChatGPT make us a little timer that would like be flipping every once in a while. So as people view the page different days, that timer is showing or the countdown is showing a different number of people. Today it's 47, tomorrow it's 43, right? Maybe if somebody looks at the page and they're on the page for 20 seconds, they'll see that thing tick down. Oops, somebody just bought.
Oh my God, you're always giving me gold. And would I put this on the order form? Because that, I send an
You would
email with
put
the
it,
order form.
you would put it, well, is this for a paid product or a free product?
Paid.
Paid. It would go on the sales page and the order form.
Okay.
And
Amazing.
then I would probably build a little more pressure there. On my sales page, if I had the timer, if I had it clicking down to like 47 people, then when they went to the order form, it would be on like 42. That way, when they get to the order, they're going to see like, oh, wow, just in this 1 minute that it took me to read, she's already made 6 more sales. That builds pressure. That builds urgency and scarcity.
So crazy. It's all just psychology. Thank you
That
so much
That's
for that.
all this game is. It's humans. It's just understanding humans. You got it. Great questions, Horshi.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, let's hop over to Margaret really quick. I know you have a whole team waiting on us, Margaret. How can we help today?
Good morning, Dante. Thanks. Couple of questions. Curious, at the end of the year, every quarter, well, last quarter of the year, I typically look at what kind of apps we're using,
Mm.
what we used throughout the year, whether or not, we were proficient in using them or should I just kick them out the door? And so I got a couple on the chopping block, but I wanted to toss them by you because we use Salesforce, and we use constant contact. Not a whole lot this year, but we do have prospects, connections in them, and I'm wondering if we should move them. Again, I'm trying to do a lot as much as I can through ClickFunnels,
Mm.
and we can send out. I mean, Salesforce allows you to do drip marketing, constant contact. We certainly can send something out and see if people want to connect with the funnel. Even though grant readiness is not the only thing that I'll do, this is just what we're starting with as a funnel. I'm wondering if it makes sense to move them over to ClickFunnels as contacts.
Probably. Because what are you using Salesforce for? Just like a CRM and email automations?
Yeah, CRM, and sometimes there's bigger projects, right? Um, And so, but I have not used it at all this year. I really have focused on, once we got connected with ClickFunnels, been focused on that. But I got such a great deal, for it many years ago. And if I jump off of it, that goes away. So I only pay like $180 a year for it. So I like it because it does, I think it still has Hoover, so you can get connected to your prospective customers and stuff. But constant contact, I think for sure. But I'm wondering if I drop the hammer on Salesforce, that means my privilege grandfathered in terms of what I pay will go away.
Yes, so obviously this is all your own financial decisions, and I'm just giving advice here.
Yes, yes, yes.
When we get in those nice accounts, when we get those nice deals, we typically don't let them go, right? Like
Right.
Salesforce for $180 is a great price, and it's like even if you only used it once every 5 years, you'd probably you have such a great price on that.
Yes, it's a crazy, crazy deal. And I'm like, we do need to go in and kind of do some housekeeping in terms of the customers in there. But okay, so constant contact.
Constant contact. I can't see a reason you would need constant contact unless you were on like an amazing deal like you have with Salesforce, because otherwise
No.
everything they do you're going to be able to do in ClickFunnels.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, typically with constant contact, we kind of monitor, who actually opens our emails like every 3 months. If they don't, we drop them off anyway, because if they're not opening them, I'm paying for you to be on there. And, I'd rather have less than more. Yeah, and paying more and people aren't opening the emails or opening the information. So, okay. So that's not a hard deal on that. Okay. Thanks
Which you can do all of that in ClickFunnels as well.
Okay.
So I see zero reason for you to need constant contact.
So in ClickFunnels, would it be like doing the blog posts and things like that?
Well, what do you mean? Would what be?
Well, like constant contact, you're doing some sort of announcement, some sort of, okay, broadcast email. Maybe broadcast email is the, but you do have cool designs in click, in constant contact. So, but I think we could, and I have not tried this in ClickFunnels. Can we design, like in Canva or something like that, design a, really savvy, background, all of that stuff, and then bring it into, that looks really, really sharp. Yeah. Okay.
Of course you can. Your email editor is just like your funnel editor. You can bring
Okay.
in custom images for backgrounds. You can make anything that you want in the ClickFunnels email. And how we do it in ClickFunnels, once you make the first email, like the first template design, you can just use that over and over and over and over again.
Okay, just a look at branding and all of that. Okay.
That's it. You're just changing up words, videos, and images inside.
Okay. Okay. Last question. I'm wondering, and I'm thinking, so grant readiness is for small businesses and nonprofits, even though we know nonprofits get the bulk of grant funding, but there's a lot more out there for small businesses, especially since the pandemic. So it's just kind of exploded, right?
Yep.
And I keep watching you guys talk about these split paths. And right now, my funnel is designed, and I thought about Russell's one funnel away, that you have your expert path and you have your e-commerce path.
Mm.
So what I'm doing right now is totally crazy. I told you I hopscotch through this stuff, and we'll go back and we'll patch up everything and clean it up later. Let's just keep moving. And so the interesting part is that, so when I'm doing a video, I might have to do two, because one's for nonprofits and one's for small business. Now, they don't have to watch both of them. They can go down their perspective, whatever route, but it's not split up the way that you guys have it in one funnel way, which is really cool. And I'm wondering, should I do a split test on how many people are coming into the funnel, the free web class? Are we seeing more nonprofits versus small businesses? I don't want to give up small businesses going through grant readiness, because they really can win and they can get a lot of money by doing this. And so I don't want to say, oh, we got, a bunch of nonprofits, let's just forget about the small businesses. I started doing this because of the small businesses, not because of the nonprofits. I happen to do it well. And so I want them to crush it, whether they're nonprofits or small businesses.
Great question here. I don't think you really need to split test. And I think in your question, you're really asking, like, should I ask these people before the webinar, are they small business or not for profit? Is that right?
Well, I guess I'm trying to figure out, I believe in and try to make it easy for people to do business with you. And so I want to make it easy for them to do business with us. So maybe I'm asking, should I, and I don't know how to do this, so my guys in Pakistan are gonna have to tell me, or you tell me, whatever, the logistics on creating two different paths. So they're not, so the course is not, they have to choose between small business or nonprofits. I mean, we certainly have it in the title, so if we're doing a small business, let's say we're doing a business model, and the business model is different, that template that you use is different between a small business and a nonprofit. Nonprofit is much more comprehensive, a small business is not. For profit. So I'm saying they really have some differences.
Okay. So your question is basically, should you do it like OFA and track it out?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm a huge fan of tracking things out like that when we have multiple customers. Yeah. I mean, I would say yes, unless you can do it where just like one or two lessons, you would have a small business lesson and then a not-for-profit lesson. Like, let's say module 2, lesson 2 is where you give out the templates. Maybe you make lesson 2 for small business, lesson 3 for not-for-profit, right? And then it's not a big lift. If most of the course, they are all going to take the same things, if there's just a couple small differences, I would probably just do lessons there. Lesson 2, I would label it small business only. Lesson 3, I would label that not-for-profit only. And then they're just going into the right lesson, and they take the rest of the course together. Does that make sense?
Yes, and that's exactly how I'm doing it right now.
Okay, and is that working, or is there too much overlap where you have like too many things where it's lesson 2 and lesson 3?
Right. Well,
because how we structure OFA is really great. Like week 1 is pre-week. Everybody needs pre-week. It doesn't matter what track you're on, e-com or expert. You need the belief behind your business.
Right.
Week 2 and 3, that's where it gets track specific. And then week 4, that's just traffic. Whether you're e-com or expert, traffic is traffic.
Right.
So, but when you look at us, we have a lot of meat and potatoes. Weeks 2 and 3, that's a lot of stuff that's way different. So that's why we took all the time and effort to make that different course. If you don't have as much as that, if it's just some small overlap, I would definitely tell you to keep doing it how you're doing it.
Okay. So I think it's just going to get a little bit more in weeks. I'm working on week 3, and week 3 is going to be a lot because they have to be done by week 4. But last week when I talked about editing what I've done on Udemy, and I was liking what I was hearing, and I realized, I am talking to nonprofit organizations, but I'm focused on small businesses. So I might mention, if you're a nonprofit, then you can do this too, or whatever. And I thought, this might suck because some of those talks are like 45 minutes long. Just trying to get them into, when I start really getting into the weeds on how do you read a grant, or how do you go line by line to really respond? And I'm thinking, and those, so it gets interesting, and I'm like, so I can't really edit it the way that I do. I might just need to suck it up and, which is okay, to just re-record everything separately and then label it small business. This is for small businesses. This is for nonprofits.
I wonder if your videos couldn't just have a 2-minute beginning to them, kind of like Russell does with his videos, though, where you just kind of set the scene. Like, I just have to wonder if, because it'd be so much easier to just shoot 2-minute clips and add those, edit those to the beginning of your video, where it's like, hey guys, super excited for this lesson. We're going to get into this. This is important because of this. And remember, in these videos, you might hear me say small business. You might hear me hear grants. I work really heavily with both small businesses and not-for-profits, but regardless of what you hear me say, small business or not-for-profit, these are the exact steps and the exact things you need to know.
Okay, I like that. I like that. That may save me some reporting time.
I think so. Then we don't have to double up all of our videos. We don't have to make this crazy course. I shouldn't say crazy course because it's not like it's crazy hard to do, but I just don't think you need to do all that to have, like, I don't think you need to do all that to make $1 million a year. You can just have a simple course like you're doing, and you'll be fine for quite a while until you're bringing hundreds of people in every single week. Then we'll go make a different course layout, more like what OFA has.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I'll do that. Last quick question. I'm just curious. My client was able to get in. The client that just paid the $2,900 to get in the course. So this is really funny because you can't anticipate, your customers would teach you how to do business with them. That's just how they are.
Come on with it.
And so they emailed me, over the weekend, and they're like, hey, we can't get into the course. I keep, I'm not getting the code. And I'm like, wow, that's really weird. No one else has had that problem. So it turned out, and I, my guys working on it, and I'm like, hey, can you check this out? And then I'll ask, Dante on Monday. So it looks like, I don't know how they did it. I need to find out how they just went to ClickFunnels to get their magic link rather than using the link that I actually put in the emails. They get 4 emails, when they come into the course, 4 different, in terms of information.
Yep.
So what would have, I guess, how do I mitigate anyone I'm like, the link is like, it's so obvious there. I'm like, I don't even know how you didn't click it. I'm just confused. I'm totally confused at what they just did. They have baffled me. And so I'm trying to mitigate. Should I put something in the email? Say, again, hey, click the link right here. Click this link right there. Because don't go straight to ClickFunnels. They don't know who you are. Go click this link that's connected to everything. And so I got an email last night. It says, oh, yeah, we got in. And I need the workbook. Can you send me the workbook? And I'm like, okay, so this is going to be really fun. I'm like, okay. So I sent him an email and I says, hey, the workbook is in the video that says week 1 workbook. And it's right below the video. There's this big old button that says, click here, download here. So I'm trying to figure out, like, guys, I can't walk you through everything. Just read, So I'm not sure how to, so it's been fascinating to say the least, but, I don't know, should I put stop signs, red flags? I don't know, so people understand that this is where you click. It's not rocket science.
That's a great question. And you found what everybody finds is, man, our customers can be so silly sometimes. It's impossible to stop this because you got to think about it from your customer's point of view. Your customer is in a point of pain right now. They need to find this stuff to get out of pain. And when we're in pain anytime, don't we not think as clearly as normally? Like, you built the system, the emails. So for you, it's all really clear. But for them, they're in that moment of pain. They're in that moment of anxiety, and they're just clicking around like crazy. Anything they can see, they're clicking, they're doing, come on, let me in that course. I need to change my life. And by doing that, they follow none of your instructions and rules, and they get completely lost.
Right.
That's just customers. What I would tell you to do is get more specific with your subject lines. Okay. Like, email 1 that comes through is probably their order confirmation, giving them the receipt, correct?
Correct.
Email number 2 would be the subject, your private course access. Click here now. Like, as clear and easy to understand as possible. The second email that somebody got, so they're still in that mode of like, oh yeah, great, this is the access I'm looking for. I would just make it second email. I would make the subject as unbelievably clear as possible. And then in that second email, since you're already getting questions about where's my assets, I would make sure in the second email you address all of your assets like workbooks, printouts, PDFs. Every single asset is inside of your course.
Right, right. Okay, so yeah, so they're not chasing rabbits. I mean, it's like they let 50 rabbits loose in their house and they're trying to, catch them all in like 30 seconds. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, just yeah. No, this is not that. Okay, so I will do that. I think that's a really great idea on those subject lines. That's a really great idea. Thanks
Yep.
for that.
Also, I think earlier you were kind of asking for like almost how to survey your customers, like how to figure out, are you getting more small business or more
Nonprofits.
thank you, not for profit. That's just in the webinar. You should do that in the webinar in your opening too. After your first like 5-minute opening, you should be like, I'm really curious and I want to make sure that you're in the right place and I want to make sure that we're using our time wisely here. So you guys let me know in the chat. Are you a small business owner? If you're a small business owner, put a 1 in the chat for me.
Okay.
Put a 1 in the chat and you'll just wait a second. Nice. Oh, we have tons of you guys in here today. Beautiful, beautiful. You're all in the right place. You're in the exact right place. I'm glad to have you here today. Okay, great. I got you guys. That's enough ones. Thank you. I got you. Okay, now, if you're a not-for-profit, I'd love for you to put a 2 in the chat. Let me see my and then you can go back and export your Zoom chat. And then you can go look at the beginning there. Have specific call-outs. Like, I like 1 and 2. Maybe you want to say, for small business, type SB in the chat. And this is so now after that, you can go back to your Zoom chat. You can look through and you can see, oh, in this webinar, I had 50 people. 20 of them said they were small business. 20 of them said they were not-for-profit. 10 didn't answer. Then you can just the beginning of each webinar, you can kind of gauge who you're talking to.
Right. Yes. That would be helpful as well. And okay. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. So I got some things to just adjust and keep it moving. Thank you, Dante.
You got it, Margaret. Great questions. Okay, let's hop over to Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. Great to see you, man. How can I help today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
I am living the dream.
Awesome. I just wanted to do like a quick funnel review. I made some changes that you helped me with last time we talked. I did like a Black Friday special, and I also did a 5-minute webinar.
Nice.
And added that to the funnel, but I'm still not really having great success. So if I can share real quick,
Let's take a look.
Show you the latest version 272 of my funnel or whatever it is.
Cool. Yeah. Hey, Scotty, while he pulls that up, Scotty with a great question. Scotty said, how many times are we allowed to take this challenge? I love the challenge, and I'm definitely one that needs it a few times. That's so common, Scotty. I see this. Everybody does it this way from pretty much what I see. The first time we take the challenge, we're learning all these new things, and it's all kind of soaking in. And we can get a lot of the work done, but most people don't get everything done in the first 30 days. So what I like to tell people to do, Scott, you can take the challenge as many times as you want. It's only $100 and it gets you 30 days of access. So many people do it every single month, every single year, and they don't even use it all the time. But when they have a question, they love that they can hop in somewhere, get their question answered, and get back to work. So you feel free to take it as many times as you want. I like to have people take it the first time, go through the 30 days, and then I'd love for you to take a week by yourself. Take a week without the safety net. Go run your business. Do everything that you can in that week. You'll have a lot of victories and you'll have some failures, some things you didn't know how to do, some things you couldn't understand or couldn't figure out a strategy for. So do one funnel away, take a week by yourself, then come back in. And that second time, that's really where we start pumping and moving and doing things because now you have that base layer of information. But take it as many times as you want/need, Scotty. Okay, let's take a look.
All right. So I took the video off the first page. I noticed that like through the statistics that the people that made it from page 1 to page 2 spent way much more time. So I split tested this to get basically 20%. 20% of people that make it to this page go to page 2, and then they spend way more time looking at page 2. So I moved my 5-minute webinar to that page.
Okay. Were they spending more time on this page because they were watching the videos?
So no. Well, it didn't matter what I had on page 2, they would spend way more time on it. And there's more information on page 2 as well. It's the sales
Right.
page. But they were really seemed to be really invested going through slowly versus the first page. So that's the change that I made. And it's been going well as far as getting people to go to page 2, and then basically split testing page 2. So I have a couple reviews, and this was something you told me to do, something like Christine Morales does. This mess,
Mm-hmm.
this is for you, this is not for you, you know, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to page 2. This is where I put my 5-minute webinar, which already starts, automatically.
So
I have the name of the
you're running
5-minute
traffic to the
webinar here.
first page though, right?
Yep.
Okay, first things I'm thinking so far, Ryan.
Huh?
It's the headline.
Okay.
I feel like the headline on the first page just isn't really showing me what I'm going to get. It's just not descriptive, but descriptive enough for what we're talking about.
Okay.
Just hit back on the browser. Yeah.
This is the best one I've had to get
So
people to
far,
click through page 2. Yeah, after a lot of split testing.
cool. And you have a 20% click-through rate, which is acceptable. That is very
Yeah.
much so acceptable on this.
How would you improve it?
Just more of the outcome, like painting more of the picture so
Okay.
they don't have to envision anything. Your passport to freedom: live, work, and explore the world. Master the art of global living while cutting your costs in half. So, are you really teaching people how to travel or how to run a digital business and make money from anywhere in the world? And it's
I
like,
teach
I
them
think
how.
this is the same question I keep asking you week after week, right?
Right. So maybe it's not clear enough for people. If
I
you,
think
yeah.
so. I think so. And that may very well be why your order form is not converting, just because this is not speaking to a specific person. It's just overarching. It's general. And that in trying to speak to everyone, we typically speak to absolutely no one. So you could just be sending tons of different people to the order form. Some stay-at-home moms all the way to business executives. And
Right.
it's not built for anyone, so it doesn't resonate with anyone. We see that all the time. So for the headline, I'd really love to just see. Remind me, Ryan, what's your thing? Do you teach people how to make more money online, or how to live on the world, or what is it?
Yeah, so I teach people how to find remote work or start freelancing with the skills that they already have, and then travel the world working in um, amazing places like Bali or Thailand or Portugal, and earning US dollars and then spending in countries that have half the cost of living in the US. So not only are you traveling and working globally, but you're doing it on half of what it costs to live at home. in the
Do you
US.
do you have like a dream customer with a dream skill set? Like, do you want to work mainly with developers, or like, is there a dream customer there?
It's mainly 30 to 40-year-old professionals that are working computer based jobs. So they have the skills to work online, but maybe their job is not remote currently. And they want to be able to work from anywhere so that they can travel.
Right. And have you done this before?
I've been doing this for 8 years.
Right. Okay, so it'd be so like just some different ideas. We could have a headline that says Nomad Secrets Revealed. How I doubled my salary, how I doubled my earnings and unlocked the entire world from making one tactical switch.
Okay.
So I'm not telling them freelance. I'm not telling them the thing, right? I'm not telling them like, hey, by switching to freelance, you can travel the world and have a digital job, right?
Okay.
But it's a sexy hook. So they're like, oh man, and we want to inject dream customer in there. So it could be like Nomad Secrets Revealed. How thousands of digital workers, I'm just not having a good word for this. How thousands of
Young
computer
professionals,
savvy,
maybe.
yeah, how thousands of young computer savvy professionals are doubling their salary and unlocking the world from this one tactical change.
Okay. I'll try that.
Yeah, I just think we need to hit a stronger headline there that's really gonna paint the picture for people, or make more money and travel and enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, I like that. What do you think
Then,
about this headline for page 2? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Whatever
yeah,
you were
no, I
gonna
like
say.
that. I like that. It's just, I feel like it's too wordy, to be quite honest. Unlock
Okay.
the freedom of remote work, your step-by-step path to a location-independent lifestyle, even if you currently work for a company that doesn't offer remote work. I don't really know what a location-independent lifestyle. So, another concept: speak at a third grade level.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
just
because only a certain amount, like only people in this community know what location independent means.
bingo. Bingo.
Yeah.
And if I'm somebody and I don't know what that means, dude, I'm not going to go to Google and I'm not going to say, what is a location independent lifestyle? I'm just going to leave and go back about my day. So,
Yeah.
speaking on a third grade level, clearly stating the things that we're trying to say and articulate would do really well here. But I like
Okay.
that headline a lot more. The biggest concern I have, a chief goal of a marketer is to remove the steps necessary in the process for the customer to get the result. So right now, we're running traffic to the first page. That first page is like, hey, you can do this thing. It's great for you if you're this. It's not good for you if you're not this. That's the whole first page. And then they click, yes, I want to learn more. And now it takes them here. So we're essentially going sales page to order form. That's adding a step. It should go sales page to order form. We have 2 sales pages where we really only need 1.
This is the order form page.
Oh, this is the order form page.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's page 1, page 2, confirmation. This is page 2.
Okay.
This is page 2, and this is where I ended up deciding to put my 5-minute webinar because, and doing the 3 secrets, because everyone who makes it to page 2 just spends a lot more time on page 2, like looking over everything. So that's why I decided to put this 5-minute webinar on page 2 instead on page 1.
Cool. Okay.
So then I sell the dream here, like what it what it looks like. I give like a sneak peek of a couple modules of what's in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, number one thing I'm seeing is you don't have call to action buttons on the page. Take me up to the very top. Remember, our funnels are built emotion, logic, fear. The top of the funnel, the hook, is all about emotion. The body is all about the story, emotion, logic. The middle, the body, is all about your logical buyers. The bottom is for your fearful buyers, urgency and scarcity, as well as FOMO. So you don't know who that customer is, and you don't know where in the funnel you're going to resonate with them. You don't know what snippet of copy is going to be, I need this. So you should have buttons, calls to action at all the major parts in your funnel.
Yeah.
So yes, right below
Like
your video,
here.
right below your video should be a button. Yes, right there below the sneak peek should be another button.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
and then it would just scroll them down here. That gets you to the stack.
Yes, I would scroll down and I would send them like right there where they could see the order form.
Okay.
Correct. I think you should also add a headline to your order form right above, right in between the timer and the order form. Actually scroll down. Yeah, right between the timer and the order form. I think you should add a headline, and it should say, fill this in below to unlock, fill in your information below to unlock your nomad lifestyle, or whatever you're calling it, right? Just literally, my favorite quote about marketing, don't be cute, be clear. I love that quote. And customers don't know what they're looking at. So as a marketer, I just need to clearly walk them through what to do. Adding a simple headline there is all it really is going to take.
Okay. And also, like, based on what you were saying the other day, like, for my module, I have 9 modules on this, and you were saying 4 to 6 modules for a course is like ideal. So what I did is actually just changed my course to a 6 module video course. And then now they have bonus materials of 3 bonus modules and, 3 screen share videos. And then for Black Friday, I have a free one-on-one with me. So I did make that change, and then order bump for one-on-one coaching. And then I get into more reviews, just a little bit about me that says, I remember last time you saw this, you're like, this looks like one vacation, but really it was multiple countries. This has been working all over the world. So I changed that. I add these tags, a little bit about me just for credibility, that I've been doing this since 2017, and then facts. And then I do have a button there, but I need some more buttons on this page.
Yes, definitely more buttons, and
getting more clear on the customer, like the messaging at a 3rd grade level.
Yes. And also when you scroll them up, they can't see the order form. They click that button and the order form is not in screen. Yeah, we want to make sure the order form is in screen when they click that button.
Okay.
Yeah, so like if you had right there, leave it there. If you had that headline that was right, and it said fill this out, I would scroll them right to that. So the headline's at the top of their screen and they can see the rest of my order form.
Okay.
Yep. How many people have seen the order form lately, Ryan? What do you think we're at with the number?
Like the latest one, probably 100 people. The latest version, I mean, it's constantly changing, but yeah.
Okay.
And like today, I just changed it to Cyber Monday, but after today, I'll go back to my regular $297 price and kill this timer. So.
When you do kill that, I would have your normally be $997 and then your price today $297.
Okay. instead of 32.97.
Well, that's your total value. Value is
Okay.
not price. That's the value of all the things that you have inside the
Yeah.
course. That value will not change. It will only go up
Okay.
as time goes on.
Normally 997. Today 297. Got it.
Bingo. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely. Ryan,
What do you?
I really
Yeah.
think every time we see this, man, it just feels like the headline. The headline is so important. The headline pre-frames people. It gives them the vision. It gives them the lens that they're looking through your offer with. And I just think working on the headline will literally increase sales. We do have stuff on here. We do have stuff in here, like in your stack. They're getting those screen share videos. Oh, which are different. Those are screen share videos. Those are not the order bump, right? That's not the supercharge.
Correct. Yeah, that's just a bonus.
Cool. Oh, wow. Great.
The order bump is three additional one-on-one coaching sessions with me. Like if you want to talk about specifics to like what do you do for work or how, what should like where do you want to travel and budgeting and figuring out the logistics or like what to do with your house if you're going to travel for years on end, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, so there's some small things. There's some small things that I'm seeing. But these small things are not why we're not generating any sales. It's a bigger issue is why we're not generating any sales. And I really feel like it's the frame. When they hit that page and they see that headline, I just don't think we're framing their mind enough for the possibilities and what they can have and what they can accomplish. And I think that's why they're looking at the offer and they're spending a lot of time, which is amazing. They have interest, they have intent, they're like right on the edge. And I just think if we were to have a stronger headline, if we were to pre-frame them better on the front end, then they would see more value in this offer itself. And you would literally make more sales just from a different headline.
Okay. And what do you think about like this title for the 5-minute webinar down here? Like, is it okay to be down there? It felt like putting a third line up here was too much.
I would probably actually put the third line up there, and I would have the text be much smaller, really small.
Okay.
Gosh, who did I just see? Come on, who was it? I think it was a Tony Robbins page I was just looking at.
Okay.
And he literally had that exact same thing, small text right above the video. Click below to watch the video. I think Tony said like click below to hear the story. So you would say like click below
click
to learn.
Unmute.
Yeah, click unmute to learn the 3 secrets that hold people back, or something like that, right? Just more bait.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah, 100%, Ryan. 100%. Let's get a headline tweaked. Let's run that new split test, and we'll see what another 100 does.
Okay. Thank you.
Ryan, also, are you running like any social media or any accounts or anything?
Yeah.
Are you getting good? Are you getting traction on social?
More. I do pretty good with like ads and stuff, especially on Instagram.
What about like just organic?
Yeah. I do decent on organic stuff. I post all my travels and stuff on there. So.
Do you ever have call to actions in your socials? Like, do you ever make posts that's like you on top of a mountain and you being like, I'm unbelievably blessed to be able to live out my dreams every single day, but I'm even more blessed to be able to help people, and then do like customer case studies and be like, I want to tell you a story about John. I met John 3 years ago, and John was tired of his job. He was fed up with having to be chained to his desk every single day. And John and I went through the program, and he figured out what he wanted to do and where he wanted to go. We created a custom action plan for him, and it's so cool. I just talked to John yesterday, and John is sitting in Thailand right now. He's been there for the last 6 months. He's got another 6 months in Thailand, and after that, he's going to Hong Kong for 3 months, and he's absolutely killing his dreams. He's feeling fulfilled every single day, and I think out of all the cool things I get to do, that's my favorite thing out there. So if you're somebody who's looking for, right, like just a customer case study showing your past results, like I guess what I'm asking is, when you're doing your organics, are you ever throwing posts in there that are specifically meant to send people to a funnel with a call to action saying, I want to help you accomplish these goals too. Click the button below and let's get started today. Have you ever tried anything like that?
I have. Usually we do it on like the stuff that we're like advertising, but not really on the stuff that I'm posting like daily, like on my story or something like that. So that's a good idea. And I'll be traveling again for winter next week. So I'm heading to Mexico, then all over. So.
Oh, great. Okay, Tim Shields. He's a photo guy. I forget his business name. Kills it with dramatic demonstrations. And there's another guy I worked with a while ago. I forget his name too, but he has $1 million business now, and he was doing art. Yeah, he was doing art. So I literally told him, go to the top of a mountain and I want you to paint your picture. And as you're painting your picture, just write your sales letter. Just tell the people what you want to help them do. Talk about and he did, and it smashed. So Tim Shields, he does dramatic demonstrations. He goes to the top of Mount Fuji and does a webinar from the top of Mount Fuji showing people how to get the best camera settings. And he takes stunning, amazing pictures with people in the moment. It's a dramatic demonstration that shows what you can actually accomplish. I'd love for you to, as you have this trip coming up, man, I'd love for you to come up with like 5 posts. You know, one might be you on the top of a mountain, but one might also be you at 11 o'clock in the morning walking around the streets of Mexico, enjoying yourself, laughing, and saying, the reason I can walk around the streets of Mexico at 11:30 on a Wednesday in December is because I unlocked this power. I learned these skills. I learned this little tweak. I learned this little change to how I do business. And now this is me every day. I make my own schedule. I go to whatever cities I want to, and I have full freedom and power over my life. You got some on a mountain, some in a marketplace, right? Maybe just you at a decent little dinner. That I'd love for you to make 5 of those videos, because your organic is warmer traffic. Most times when we're running ads to a cold audience. They've not heard us before. Would you agree that most of your advertising is probably hitting people who are not following you on social and have not seen any of your videos?
Probably, yeah.
As most traffic is. Most paid ads is cold traffic. That means, Ryan, they haven't watched any of your videos. They don't know anything about your story. They don't know anything about you. Also, cold traffic is typically problem unaware, which means even if they're thinking about transitioning into the remote lifestyle, they have no idea of any of the problems that come with a remote lifestyle. They're just unaware to everything. They're totally cold. And cold traffic is the hardest traffic to make sales to because they don't know anything about you. But warm traffic, like our social media followers, the people that are watching our posts, that are watching our journey and doing our thing, those people are warm. They know, like, and trust you. They understand a little bit about your story. They watched you do the thing. So they have a lot more belief in you. And those are the people we really want. Don't get me wrong. I love paid ads. Paid ads are amazing. Bringing cold traffic into your world is huge, and it's leverage for a business. But you have a social media account that's ripe with warm traffic. That's people that you don't have to dispel so much disbelief with. You can just sell to them and say, hey, if you're ready to do this, I'm ready to help you. I'd love to see you do that on this next trip.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea.
Cool.
Appreciate you.
So homework for you, Ryan. I'd like for you to come up with at least 3, you kind of knowing your schedule and what you're going to do. I'd love for you to come up with 3 different posts, 3 different videos that you can make specifically for your social media. Come up with those. Then tomorrow I can show you how to make UTMs. What we're going to do is we're going to make a specific UTM that you're going to share with your people on social so that we can track their stats compared to your normal funnel stats, which is just the cold traffic, your ads. And then we can look at the numbers and we can kind of see the differences in your cold and your warm traffic.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good, man. Thank you so much.
You got it, Ryan. Great questions. Thanks for them. All right, nice. Let's hop over to Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
How are you?
Good to see you. I'm great. How are you?
Good, but it could be better, and you're going to help me too. I'll be interested in the UTM thing tomorrow too. What time would it be? I mean, because I know you're working on Tuesday with Trey, so.
Yes, that's going to be like first thing in the morning, 11 o'clock when it opens up. I'm probably going to do Ryan first.
Okay, so I'll come and listen to it because I'm interested too.
That sounds great.
So I've worked very hard and I've prepared the Black Friday sales.
Nice.
And now I need time. I need advice to optimize it. So I had 3 days and I had, I think, 240. Sorry, 242 page viewed.
Okay.
This is not the right one. Sorry, I'm not sharing the right one. I got only one sale, but I got to learn a lot of things. And just one person just wrote to me saying, is there any, in France we have a account with professional trainings which you can get financed. So if the training is using this administrative stuff, you can use your account. You have a money on your account, but I'm not doing that because it's very for other reasons. So she just asked me if she could have this because she would be interested. And I was about to write, so I wanted to have your advice before I finish the email. And I was thinking about my goal for now, and this is what I'm going to have you help me on. First of all, I want to talk about the operation and what I've got as data. So I have the Microsoft Clarity. I have ClickFunnels stats, so I want to show you, and then you can help me to know how to analyze that and know what next move to do.
Sure.
What I had done already, I had done the 3 first days, and then the model I'm modeling, I'm funnel hacking, are extending the sales for 2 more days. I extended it for 3 more days this morning. And I did a couple of tweaks already because this weekend we had our certification. One of our certification, they have passed the certification. I don't know how you say that in English. And
graduation.
Yeah, it's not the final step. It's the first one.
Okay, great.
Okay, and I shared inside of this is the campus I use. This is my membership, and I've shared the pictures so that they would see what we were doing. And which is funny is with all this, I'm selling more and more to the one who are already in the training, even if they are a lower level. When they see all the pictures and everything, they just want to come. And some people who have already meeting with me, just they're confirmed and they think about going. So this is working for this, and this is a good stuff.
I just got to stop you there, Sarah. You hit the nail on the head. So, Gang, so many times we are spending all of our energy going and trying to find new customers, going and trying to find new cold traffic that has never heard of us before. But the money is in our list. So many businesses can be transformed by not trying to go find new customers, but by just selling more to the existing customers they already have, just marketing their value ladder to their existing customers. So I'm glad you noticed that. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's yes.
This is what's been making me live in for since the beginning. I'm very bad at one-to-many sellings, but I'm very good at selling again and again and again to my clients. Actually, they
That's
take
the
with
best
me
skill set you can
3,
have.
4. But I just would like to do it wider. And actually, I've noticed a couple of things that I've learned during this, which are very important. And then I'll ask you what would be the next move. For now, the next move is extended the sale. And I've prepared a whole bundle with a lot of things I had never sold alone or together. So this work is just so great. And my intention was to use it for the Black Friday first round, Black Friday second round, and then for Christmas, which would be maybe 50% off instead of 70% off. And then for the new year, to start great. So I'll see what I tweak, but it might be 30% off or a new bonus. I don't know. And this is what for the first time, I'm thinking about. This is not just one shot stuff. I've prepared a lot of things. And most of the time when I was sending the emails, it was a bit late. For example, I had said it's going to start at midnight and I send it 45 minutes later. So for those who had waited, they might not have seen it from the beginning. And then it took me a lot of time because I was building everything from scratch. Even though I had done things for this campaign, I've had build everything from scratch. And then, for example, during the whole day, I couldn't send the next email. So it came by 8 p.m. So that kind of stuff. I think in the sending of the emails, I've missed a bit the timing. So that might be one reason why. I got very few open rates. It was about the first one maybe 13% and then 7%. Usually I have 45 to 30% open rate. But this is just selling. This is Black Friday. So those who were opening were the ones who were there for that. And I had told them they could unsubscribe if they didn't want to receive everything.
Yep.
And I had taken a picture, as I had showed you last time, of how you unsubscribe, because some people don't know how, and they feel overwhelmed and harassed, as you just always wanted to. They could never unsubscribe, and especially if you open a new topic, then they receive even if they had already unsubscribed too. So I just wanted to be very clear. Took a picture and talked about this and circled what they had to unclick. And I said, you just keep the topics you want to receive. And I got not so many unsubscribe. Not many people opening, but not so many unsubscribe this time.
Great.
So this would be a positive thing. I had one sale, so it's already good. And the thing with this sale, is she had questions. She had read the frequent asked questions, and then there is a widget with my head talking if you have a question and a video, and she pressed it and she left the message and she asked me, and this is very good because this is for the perfect webinar objections. What about me, the internal objections? So she told me exactly. But I find a mother with 3 kids and a teacher, and I'm following a training, and would it be good for me? And you've been a primary school teacher, so is it okay if I'm not a primary school teacher? So it was all this. So I used it in the next emails I sent to that, and I've put it back on the page. So I've learned a lot of things, and I've prepared a bundle that I can probably use about all the year here. So when they come, it's online only course, no training, no coaching, no hotlines or that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But This is a complete stuff that you have. This is the facilitation technique. This is for the homework with your kids. This is for the classroom. This is if you do a training on your own and sell it. This is innovative learning stuff. Escape game, prepare escape game with AI here. So there are short courses and longer courses here. This is how to train on Zoom, remote with it not being boring. This is older summer camps I had done. Some on AI too, because a lot of them don't know how to use AI, in particular when you teach or learn. This is for balance between work and personal time. And this is how to, I love this picture. This is how to set your prices. And if you want to live with your passion without, asking for money in the street. And so this is a complete bundle which summarize all what I am today, and how I train the way I want, the way I love. How I can help my kids, and how I helped them when they were homeschooling. So I think this is complete. And as it's a Black Friday bundle, you choose what you want. And if you don't want to use everything, this is okay. The price is so low compared to what it should be that it's easier for them to understand. And what I've really realized is that maybe for the first time, I was really well explaining what I really was doing, who it was for. And since this weekend, I saw the transformations of the members, and they prepared, this is one of them, and they had to draw and talk about their journey inside of my online course and thing. And in 15 minutes, and it was so great. They really got improved, and it was so moving. Actually, everything they said and everything, because they gave me a written report for that. Everything that is written is just my stories, my study case stories. They've done the work for me. It's good for them to know what they went through and what now they've overcome and where they are. But
Yes.
it's also, I just have to take it for the marketing, and I have 8 new case studies in details with their expressions. So this is good. And this morning, I also used for the first time a new tone. I had never dared, I think. I was trying to be not corporate, but to do the right stuff when I communicate.
A business professional.
Yeah, but I wasn't myself.
Yeah.
And this morning, I've written a post on LinkedIn, just the way I coach. I often use absurd humor and, to make you realize this is stupid, and to make you laugh so that I break patterns this way.
Yep.
And so I wrote on LinkedIn, I wrote the post saying, don't take this Black Friday offer, because you're taking a very big risk to be happy, to motivate your learners, to make them succeed and everything. So I would have warned you, if you just do that, you take the risk to be happy, to work less, to have great results and everything. But if you really do, then have fun. So I did that kind of post, and it's reached a bit of more than my sporadic post. I don't do much of them, but it worked well, and there were more engagement. So this is the one I want to push and boost with LinkedIn ads.
Good.
Because I know that inside of my list, a lot of people don't have 2,000 euros here ready to spend. And I was thinking about tomorrow, maybe, or just after the Black Friday, the 3 more days, I don't know, to propose 3 payment plan, for example, for those who couldn't afford to pay it in full.
Yep, absolutely. 100%. That's what I was going to say. A payment plan should be everything you need.
Okay. So that's what I intend to do. And now the thing you could help me with, because I'm a bit disappointed that I wouldn't get more than one sale, but it's already one. And the one who came here is just enjoying and using what I had prepared. The onboarding I was talking to about, I don't know who was the business coach before who asked about the one who were asking, questions, where do I find this and that? So I was saying, you really need to teach to how they have to be in your environment, because people have dozens of stuff online and none of them is the same. So actually, this is a really content you have to teach too. And otherwise, you get this kind of questions all the time. So I'm doing this onboarding challenge, fun challenge, and she played the game from the beginning, and I make them invent a poem or a silly poem at the beginning to remember one thing, and she just did it right away. Though I hadn't met her, she just came on the platform, and she already did the first days, and she's in, and I onboarded her, welcomed her inside of the chat, and now we have an audio stuff, so I can just I made with the voice, be welcome if you have any questions. It wasn't supposed to be I'm not supposed to be answering questions, but since she's one and they were not 1,000, so I can answer.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad to anyway. And she has this wow beginning. This is what I really do because I don't want people to ask me for a reference, and also because I love to actually welcome person and people, and I love them not to ask me a question all the time also.
Yeah.
So I did that with kids when I was a teacher, actually, and I do that with adults too. It's very convenient too. So this is what I did, and now the question I have is about how can I analyze and know, not just feel. Honestly, all the time when I have this kind of disappointments, I was thinking about doing other stuffs. When I
Yeah.
prepared this whole page, I realized that most of the time I used to do maybe 1/10 of what they did. The company I'm following, hacking,
Yep.
they are doing so much stuff I didn't do. I realized that I really realized why I didn't sell. I was most of the time explaining some stories or why I was doing this, or I was technobabble or geeking about the stuff and why it's so important and what it works. But I wasn't talking about them, about why is it for them, who is it for, or that kind of stuff. And I really realized that which are the things in the perfect webinar script actually. So it's kind of, if I had done the written VSL, no, not VSL, the, you see, selling page.
Yep. Sales page.
Yeah. So this is great. I've learned a lot and I really want to use it. I don't know if it's going to be all year, but a lot of time, and resell it, not even if it's not exactly the same price. But this is a great bundle I did, and I really realized I can't sell it just because I sell it once, and they might receive or not the emails, and then I was disappointed, and then I was doing another stuff. I was building it from scratch, and then I didn't have the time to finish it, so I didn't have everything, so I wouldn't sell very much. So I did it that again and again, and I just want to stop that. I really realized I could stop that. But I want to know, I'm going to show you, I've prepared the stats and everything, and if you can just help me to know what I have to look and how I can know what would be, how it's evolving and everything. So this is the stats here. Maybe you can do open.
Yeah, let's do analytics. I like this. Here we go.
Yeah, last 7 days.
Okay, last 7 days. So to that page, to your first sales page, let me get my drawing tool here. To your first sales page, we had 186 people view that sales page.
Yeah.
From that, we had 6 people move down to the next page. This is
no, actually, yeah. No, here I use a Stripe payment link. So
okay.
I don't know who, and I don't know how I can know that, because for now I'm using an external payment link, so it opens another page.
Yes.
And the last page here, it's when they got inside of it. I redirect them from Stripe payment to the confirmation page. So there is one people who saw and the other one are me watching the
Okay,
payment
so
thing.
yeah, this 6 is really 5 of you, one other person, and then we see that one person also move down to the final step.
The final step is too late. You know, I had redirected when the thing was too late, and I'll use it later. So I just opened it to see it, and then when it's too late, I'll just put something too late. But so the real thing I have is here, and for the Stripe, I don't know if I can know how many people saw this page or clicked on it.
Okay, perfect job with that redirect, by the way. It's exactly what you do. So, you have clarity on the funnel. Did you watch your clarity recordings?
Yeah, a bit. And that's funny because the first one we see the page is not finished because I launched before I was ready.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you came to that realization too, Sarah. I mean, Russell's been saying it forever, and it's just true. Stop trying to build all these new things. Find the one thing and work only on that one thing. We talk a lot about iterative processes. It's iterations. We rarely, even a master marketer like Russell, rarely when we launch a funnel or we launch an offer, rarely is it perfect from the start. It is almost always iteration processes, learning, talking to your customers like you did. You had one sale, one person asked you questions, and from there you got like 4 great questions that they asked that you add to your FAQs. It's iterations over and over. I'm really glad you had that epiphany, because until you do, like, we can tell you things all we want, right? Russell can tell you 1,000 times, only focus on the one, but it's until you really have your own realization that now you can settle in and now you can focus on the one confidently.
That's funny because, as I told you last time, it's really because it's very stressful because when you need money, I needed to get some cash, and then you kind of panic, and even if you listen, you don't realize that that's because you are not keeping on doing the stuff that you don't get the money. That's
Bingo.
Then you start thousands of stuff instead of doing one very well from the beginning. But it's very hard to hear when you're very stressed.
Yes, it is. It is 100%. So what did you see in your clarity recordings? Like what was?
You tell me. Here.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm not quite sure. I know you showed it a couple of times. Well, I saw it a couple of times, but from here, I don't know exactly how to.
Okay, so first thing I like to look at, let me get my tool. First thing I look at is up top, my quick stats.
Yeah.
So I can see 220 people came to the page. The page per session is 1.02, so pretty much 1. Scroll depth is 35%, and the average time spent, or the active time, is 58 seconds.
Yeah, actually, from the top of the fold, you see how much is the bundle. And I guess if you don't have this money, you just quit. You just go away. I mean, this is I really follow.
Are you displaying price at the very top of the page?
Yeah, I followed exactly what they did in their page, and as you see here, here you have here minus 70%. What's the normal price? And how much you save and how much you pay. So you see it right away. So if you think I don't have this kind of money, you just leave. That's normal.
Okay, great. I'm glad you did this. There's a golden rule of marketing. Typically, the marketing book would tell us we never reveal price before establishing value. However, we do reveal price on like Black Friday weekends, where the price is the big reason why they're buying. It's such a massive price decrease. Then that is value, and we do lead with that. So you did perfect with that one there.
Yeah, I've noticed compared to what they usually do, here the main argument was 70% off.
Yep.
And 8 exclusive bonuses. The value is here, and it's very straight and direct selling.
Yep.
And there is no when there are some emails about the testimonials or that kind of stuff, but it comes afterwards. And the main focus was really selling the 70% off.
Yep.
So I followed this too.
Cool. You're perfect there. You're perfect, Sarah. Okay, next, I look at insights. And I can see that you have 5.4 dead clicks. Dead clicks means people are clicking on something and expecting something to happen, but it wasn't. So it's a dead click. So what I would do from here is I'd click my camera icon. That'll take me right to the videos only of those dead clicks.
Okay. Do you want me to do it now? Or?
Yep, go ahead and click it really quick.
Okay. Sorry.
That's A-okay. She's thinking.
Yeah, it's very long. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting. Reload. I wonder if it
Yeah.
got a little bug there.
It's never so long, so. Yeah, don't know what's happening.
Oh, that's interesting. But anyway, what we would do when that loads up is we're going to top right summarize recordings. And you're going to hit top recordings and let the AI watch all those videos for you. It'll give you what you're doing good and what you're doing bad. So in this dead clicks, like right now, you can see at the top, you're running some filters. We're only looking at people who visited in the last 7 days and only looking at people who had dead clicks. So all those videos are only showing you the things people are clicking on that are not actually clickable. And what you do, Sarah, is you go back to your page and let's say you find a bunch of people that are clicking on an image.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to make that image clickable. And when they click it, it takes them down to the order form where they can buy. That's it. Iterative process over and over. We find the problems, we fix the problems, our conversions go up. We do that with full commitment for a year and watch what happens.
Yeah.
So let's go back to your account now. Hit dashboard for me at the very top. And then we're still on your filter. So turn off your dead clicks. Click the X on that. Great. Now we're just looking at the filter of our last 7 days, which is exactly what we want. From here, we're going to go watch the recordings. We're going to go watch our customers. So now I look at here, my 214 users, click that little camera.
Yeah, and I'll open it in another browser for the
Sure.
other one, the dead clicks. So, but I understand I just have to press the summary and see what the AI says, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay, I'll do that.
I don't know why your clarity is like bugged, it seems. Hit back on the browser.
That's weird.
I wonder if it's your browser cache. I do not see this often.
Might be, yeah. I've opened it in another browser. It might
Let's
be.
see.
I have some bugs sometimes. So
There, that's what I'm looking for. Videos on the left-hand side. Yeah, I got my whole list of videos here. Now top right, yeah, summarize top
Here
recordings. Yep, main recordings.
Yeah.
Yep. Bingo. Now it just filtered. You had like 210 recordings, something like that. It just watched all of them. It just filtered all that data for you. There is still massive value to watching your actual recordings, but you don't have to watch every one. You can filter your clarity later to top recordings, and it'll just show.
Here it shows you. It
Yes.
talks about something, and then these are the. I think these are the recordings. Especially, it's talking about, right?
Yes, it's saying it's linking. It's like sourcing. When somebody writes a news article, they give the sources. It's sourcing. Here's the exact video that we use to give you this info. So as I use AI to summarize everything, I always want to click on the little links that they're going to share with me, just like that little 3. I always watch those videos because that's the gold.
Yeah.
Seeing the hardest sell I've ever had is to convince a business owner for the first hour of their day to go watch recordings and look at their data.
Yeah.
Clarity makes it so easy now.
This is insane what we can.
Yes, it is.
Watching everything is just so insane.
So look at the first one in unsuccessful. Many sessions contained multiple dead clicks on interactive elements that did not respond. Man! Well, yes, absolutely.
That might have been the beginning when I was building the.
Now it might have been. It might have been,
We'll
or
see.
it might not have been. And we just watch these
That was
videos
funny
to find
at the
out.
beginning.
Uh
Because
huh.
when I was watching the first recordings, it was when I was building the page. I had sent it before I had finished, and I see some stuff we were missing, but here we go.
So first thing we can see, this customer's viewing on mobile.
Yeah, I've seen.
It looks like your little face icon is really big on mobile, huh?
Ah, you think I should?
Oh, look at them. They're even scrolling away from your face to try and get so they can see.
Yeah.
So yes, on mobile, you should make that much
Okay.
smaller.
I'll
Oh,
see
look
if
at
I
what we
can-
just learned. Look at what we
Okay.
just... So this is somebody who was on your page. They were trying to read the content, the marketing you had on the page, but your face was too big. And they were trying to... So a chief goal of a marketer is to remove the roadblocks in their journey. And by doing the face so big, we've added a roadblock. And now they're gone. See ya.
I've put it in
This is
favorite.
why it's so important to watch these recordings, gang. You would have never known this. You would have never known this until somebody called you and said, hey, Sarah, by the way, I'm really happy to join. By the way, it was really hard on mobile. You had this little, video of you playing, and I couldn't see around it. You would have never known that.
No.
And that's wasted traffic money. That's wasted conversion. Iterative processes. It's not that you did anything wrong here. You're trying, as you should. We just need to keep learning every day. Gang, I promise you do this every day. Watch what happens after a month. Especially watch what happens after a year.
Yeah.
So this is what I want you to do, Sarah. I want you to look through. I want you to see what are you doing good, but also what are you doing bad. And every day, let's just fix what we're not doing good at. Let's fix the hurdles that people are not able to get over.
That's great. Okay.
Yes.
I'll do that. That's great.
So good. So good. And I'm really proud of you too. Now that you have this offer, you're right. Next what comes Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and I have also, I've noticed all the international days example for kindness or that kind of stuff, being kind with yourself if you're to be kind to your students.
Yep.
So I have noted all the events I could sell. I don't know exactly, but maybe you'll tell me. I don't know exactly if I keep the same bundle or else, but this is helping me because people who come inside and see what is the certification complete version fall in love with it. And I don't know if they are gonna go for it. But for example, one of my clients who I'm just writing a contract for her, and she took the 6,000 certification. I did it at 6,000 instead of 8,000 for the year, and I'm gonna sell them the. You get the framework from ClickFunnels for the website, the selling system, and everything. So I'm gonna do it to 8,000, but since it's not done yet, and I'm gonna work with them, I'm just lowering, doing a 3,000 euros off, so that I would be building it with them. And I was thinking, because she was thinking about the bundle she saw, and she was wondering what was the difference. So this is one I'm gonna add also to my FAQ. And actually, I'm gonna offer it to her because I've just constructed it, and I was planning to offer it to her if she took the certification. And I was wondering if I can keep the same bundle because I've prepared it inside of my membership and I don't want to change it all the time because I want them to be able to take care of the social medias, sharing the stories of the students, and have the time and not tweaking this and just making traffic come to it with all the test, the split test of the hooks and everything. See? This is the plan. I've never had time to do that because I'm always on the rush to do.
Make a new product.
the thing is yeah, so it's never finished. But now I know and I really feel that I'm ready, I mean, to do it. And I really realize all the time I was saying to my son, oh, I didn't do that yet. I understand why I wasn't selling much. I didn't do that yet. I didn't do that either. I didn't do that.
Yep.
And I really realized what I didn't do. And it's exactly like the perfect webinar parts, you know, the stories and the things. I was missing a lot of things. And now I understand. And when you find it anyway, you don't have to change it. I mean, Russell might change the hook, but the thing is selling when it's
Yes.
about ClickFunnels, it's all the same. When it's selling about the secrets, it's about the same. So this is very reassuring for me because I've followed a lot of things from Russell, and I really realized that it's the same. It's around the same stuff. So
Always.
but now I find mind. It wasn't so easy to know, but now I find it. So I can be stable and do it again and again. But do you think I can really use the same bundle? Since what I like with this is some people saw it, and even then, if they buy it not at the Black Friday price, they might want to take it later, or if I have different, not all of them saw it anyway, but I really wanted to keep the same and sell the same without the coaching or the total thing with the certification, the selling system, the website. You'll be on my website with the, you know, when you have a, how do you call that? Rolodex?
Yep.
Of certificated official people. So this is what I'm selling, and I know it's really going well with the people I want to aim to. They really want certifications, recognition, and they need this. So my job then will be to bring traffic on this so that they would get sales from being here and have a great return on investment.
Yes. I love all of that. Now, as you funnel hack that competitor, more than likely, they're probably not going to be running Mother's Day sales. They're probably not going to be running Valentine's Day sales. There's probably a lot of sales and holidays they're not going to be running because they just ran their high ticket offer. The competitor, they just sold their high ticket offer for Black Friday, right?
Yeah.
What was it, like a $5,000 to $10,000 package?
No, actually they have four, but three main products now. One online course, which are the fundamentals.
Yep.
I don't know the real price. I got it for this Black Friday. It was 80% off, and it was 600 discounted.
Okay.
Then they have this product, which usually is a kind of certification too, but you have an online course and you have a coaching and mastermind, and they give all the time. They give every month. They give workshops online.
Yep.
About selling, about everything, how to improve. So this is a huge thing, and now it's 6,000 euros, and then they have an in-person retreat, 5-day retreat, about 15,000 euros in Palo Alto.
Okay.
And so for this Black Friday, they just sold the online course, not the. So I want to do the same. So
they have a value ladder, Sarah. They have a value ladder. Yeah. They have free lead magnets.
Yeah.
To their entry-level starter kit, to the $6,000 course, then to the retreat. So for you, I'm so glad you have this bundle now.
Yeah. For
big holidays like a Black Friday and a Cyber Monday, go like they did. Go right to the mid-ticket, as we would say. Go right to that multi-$1,000, your $5,000 product. But when Valentine's Day comes up, I think you want to have a step down in your value ladder. You should probably also have a starter bundle. Maybe they only get one module of your course, right? It's enough for them to get a taste, and they don't have to make a full commitment. You solve a great problem that they're having with this course. Don't get me wrong. It has to be a good product and it has to solve their problems. But now you have another sale that you can run for the...
You got a bit muted now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay,
fine.
sorry about that. I think it's my wire. So anyway, by only having this one offer, you're always going to be asking people to make that full commitment, that $5,000 commitment or $2,000, right? Where you can just break it down on the value ladder a little bit, anywhere from $297 to $997, somewhere in there, and they can get the starter pack. And now you can get more sales, get people into your world, build up that know, like, and trust. Because I have to imagine a lot of reasons why people didn't buy is they just didn't know enough about you. They've never worked with you before. They're following, but they're still cold. So have one step down, $297 to $997. Have that starter pack. On your big holidays like Christmas, go right for the jugular. Go right for the massive transformation of results, your $5,000 package. But for these smaller ones going in the future, the smaller holidays, I mean, you should have a smaller offer that you could send people to. And now you're set. Now you're set, Sarah. You should have a lead magnet, right? You should have free ways for people to get involved with you.
Yeah.
Even if that's just like watch these case studies, even if you just take your best 3 case studies and you've made them into a video.
I've got the free training, and this is an interview I got where I explain everything. It's kind of like a perfect webinar and explains the basis on why you're going to use it and everything.
Why doodling is so important and how it's going to change your life. Yes, great.
I started the first thing in the January 1st this year, 3rd, and the first training I got with you and Russell. This is what I was releasing, and instead of the 6 videos I had on, I just left one.
Yep.
And 50 minutes video. And I'm keeping that. And some people got into it on my social medias. I say, go to the free training. So this is it. So this is the free. Then I'm going to do the $997, which was just the main product of this whole bundle. And I had sold it, but only 5 times. And I was considering, I really needed more money than that. So I was considering to go back to the high ticket. But it exists, and that's what I'm using now. And the bundle is just all the courses I've prepared around. So I can also sell it just naked. So for the rest of the year, as you tell me, just for example, the $997, and without, because I had sold it with continuity and small continuity, and they were coming to the training. But it's a mess for me because, well, I don't know, I'll see, but it's a mess for me because I don't want to do different groups. So the certification programs, I do that too. So I just take them all together. So I would just wanted to do without any coaching online, and I'll see if it works. And then the certification. So this would be free, $997 and $8,000.
Beautiful. Okay. Because not everybody wants to be certified, right? No. I'm sure you found that. And just only having one offer, like you had one Black Friday offer, we're just forcing people into certification. So definitely have that other one, the $997. You can use that on smaller holidays, and also make sure to pump that up in your socials too. Make sure to be talking about your lead magnet, because that's how you take traffic you're renting from social, bring it into your world. Now that's traffic you own. You have your email sequence nurturing these people. After a couple days of them opting in, you say, hey, let's take action today. Let's transform your life. Do you want to become certified, or do you want to just learn the skills personally for yourself? Send them to the order form, and now it's a 10-day cycle, turning them from lead to a sale. And now they're in your world too. They're getting your weekly emails or your monthly emails. They're staying up to date. They're hearing the stories. So now when the next sale hits, now they're primed and they take you up on it. It's that snowball effect constantly. Talking about snowball effect, you should have on your funnel, you should have a pixel. You just sent 200 something people to your funnel in these days. Everybody who went to your funnel, if you were going to run retargeting ads in Facebook, you would retarget everybody who visited your funnel during these past couple days, because now they saw it and now your ads are back out in front of them. And it's not always the first touch that makes the sale. Sometimes it's the fourth and the fifth. So this is where somebody would run retargeting ads to all the people that view their funnel but didn't do the thing.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's always a snowball effect. Our efforts today get paid out 10 days down the line. Our efforts tomorrow get paid out 10 days down the line.
Okay. So is there a pixel for LinkedIn? I guess so.
I don't think so. Let me
Okay,
see.
because there is a Google also analytics stuff or tag manager stuff.
Yep, the Google Tag Manager.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So
do. Yes,
Okay.
it's called an insight tag.
Okay.
And
So
you
I'll
can
do
you can
that.
add that to your funnel as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do that. Now that I'm
Absolutely.
staying on it, it's gonna be. I had done this at the beginning because I was really told to get the data, so I had done it, but I had changed and then so many funnels and never stayed on it. So, but now I'm
Right.
gonna be and we're gonna get the data. Okay, so
And
thank you
more
so
than
much.
likely, what you would do is like on that LinkedIn ad, you'd probably run your LinkedIn ad to your 997.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs the core offering. Everybody needs the 997. And then when they buy the 997, I would probably just do it in my upselling sequence. I'd say, hey, do you want to turn this into a certification? We'll credit your 997, and certification is only going to be $7,000 instead of $8, because they already paid the 997.
Yeah.
But you can get
Exactly.
people to say, you'll get more yeses at the 997 price point. So you get more yeses, you get more customers, you turn the immediate ones into certification. Some of them aren't ready. They'll just go through your course, and they'll turn into certifications later on when they're done with the course.
Yeah, a lot of them want to, and seeing the older ones coming from scratch and doing what they do afterwards, they're impressed and they want to do that too. So it sells themselves.
Yes,
that
and
really helps
as
me.
people are
Yeah.
going through your 997, you're sending those emails, you're sending those stuff, and you're talking about the success of your students, and that's building their belief. Yes, that's a true value ladder. That's true business and marketing right there.
Okay, so what I was realizing is that I didn't have a traffic problem. I had a unfinished funnel problem.
You had a conversion problem,
And
as
yeah,
everybody
I-
does.
Actually, I wasn't also doing regularly. I'm not posting constantly, so I'm not even sending mails constantly. Those who really love what I do, and they do it with the summits, the online summits I do. This really
Yep.
helps me because this is the thing, they get to know me and they really fall in love and want to do what I do. So this really helps me. But then between, it was kind of empty. So this is what I'm gonna feel now.
And we have to fill that. You're right, Sarah. We have to fill that, because that empty is what your customers feel. And then when the next offer comes, they're like, well, I'm empty. No, I don't want that.
Yeah, it was nothing. Well,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
So I was spoiling things here. So yeah. Okay, great. I'm gonna finish all this. So thank you for
Awesome.
everything.
You got it, Sarah. Great stuff today. Really proud of you. Nice work. All right, gang, I am sorry. Marie, Adrian, and Vladimir, I'm sorry. I'm just out of time for today. I have another meeting right now at 1 o'clock. But I'd love for you guys to hop in tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It's Tray Day. So from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., we're going to do ecom specific. Trey Llewellyn is our champion of the ecom track, and when he hops up, we only deal with ecom questions. That's tomorrow from 12 to 1. However, the session starts at 11. So tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, Marie, Adrian, Vladimir, I'd love for you guys to hop back in. I will start with you tomorrow, so we make sure to get your questions answered and get you guys over your roadblocks. So make sure to join in tomorrow starting at 11. Currently, right now, it is 12:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just in case you're trying to get your clock set up for wherever you live in the world. 12:55 Eastern Standard right now. Hop in tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and we will hit the ground running, get you guys rocking and rolling and doing big things. So good to be back with you. Great questions today. Great work, everybody. I couldn't be more proud. I know I say this a lot, and I'm like a broken record, but you're doing the thing. I can't tell you how many times, I've been doing this a long time, I can't tell you how many times I'll look at somebody's funnel on Monday, and I'll look at it again on Friday, and I'll have helped them every day that week, and the funnel never changes because they're never putting in the work. They're coming, they're in pain, they come to coaching, they get out of pain, and the next day they do it again. But they never actually do the work. You guys are doing the work, and I could not be more proud of you for that. Iterative processes over and over. We do the work today and tomorrow and the next day. And each day we have wins, and those wins snowballs into sales. And those sales snowball into a 2 Comma Club award. There's nothing different about Russell or Todd or anybody else than you guys. They're just humans. They just put their pants on one leg at a time, just like you do. The only difference I've ever seen with them is they get it done. Every time they get it done, they do the work. They act quickly. One thing I notice, they make decisions quickly and they change slowly. I think that's a great skill set for an entrepreneur, to make a decision quickly, but to change slowly. So I say all that to say, gang, I'm just super proud of you. I really, truly am. I hope you feel proud of yourself as well. Small hinges swing big doors. We have lots of small hinges happening here. So I'll let you guys go for today, 12:57 Eastern Standard, just in case you're getting your clock set up wherever you live in the world. I'll let you all go today. Have an amazing